Good afternoon. It's not showing that anyone's here yet, so I'm probably talking to myself. Okay, not showing two people. Welcome in. And Skip, if you're still here, if you commented about a half hour ago that you're first, you absolutely were. Another sunny day. Yesterday we had some thunderstorms. Well, we needed the rain, so that was fine. No damage from the thunderstorms. Very humid today, though. It's 88 degrees and humidity is very high today. Up until the past few days, we haven't had bad humidity at all. Hello, Tiny Farm Nuggets. I think your name is Brett, if I'm not mistaken. Hello, Haig. Good to have you here. Welcome back, Skip. And you were right. You were first. You beat me here. Yeah, I haven't got a lot accomplished last few days. Haven't been getting any videos out. Just been kind of taking a unexpected vacation. Just haven't had energy enough to do much last few days. I've been getting some stuff accomplished. I've been doing some research online about different things. But I'm hoping this week I can get back to getting the videos out regularly. Hello, Penny. Good to have you here. I did get some filming done over the past few days, so I've got some content for the videos. I just got to get the videos put together. Hello, Radio Man. Good to have you here. So I'll get back on track here. Hello, Paradox Fossils. Alan, good to have you here. Well, that's good. Yeah, I know up in New York, this is just planting time now. Here, gardens are half grown. Yeah, I remember when I was living in New York, the earliest we could ever plant was middle of May, and they had to be on a good year. Missouri, so just one state north of me. Oh, yes, I was going to cover that, Penny, since I haven't done any videos past few days. I've got two chicks that are doing great. One, they had to be assisted out of the egg that's having some trouble walking. It seems to be healthy other than that. But I noticed today it was staying under the heat plate. I didn't see it out at all. So I did take it and put it over by the water. And it did take a few sips of water. And then I checked on on the chick a few minutes later, and it was back under the heat plate again. So it is able to move around. I'm hoping that it gets better use of its legs over the next few days. And there was another chick that had to be assisted out of the egg that ended up dying. So 4 out of the 9 hatched, and 3 of them lived. 2 of them are doing great. Yeah, I see Tiny Farm Nuggets just sub to Paradox Fossils. If anyone wants to drop your link, just type King and Nightbot will drop your link for you. It's a good way to get connected. Yep, it's a start, Penny. I intended on having a few more chicks and then selling these. But since I've got so few, I think I'm just going to keep them. Because it's not even worth trying to sell 2 chicks and then the one's not walking right. I wouldn't sell that one anyways. That one I would only give to someone. So I think I'm going to keep all 3 of them. And then hopefully I'll be able to get the purebred flocks going and then start hatching them at some point next year. They're going to sell better anyways. Hello, Lone Cowboy Adventures. Good to have you here. Lone Cowboy Adventures. Is it Ken? Am I remembering that right? I know when I was in New York, there was a lot of people trying to sell the barnyard mix, and they get very minimal price for them. You had to have the purebreds to really sell them. Oh, good, I got it right. Yeah, I haven't been on YouTube as much lately as I should be. I'm going to get back into this, and I'll start visiting everyone and seeing you in other lives and stuff. So hopefully I can remember everyone's name. Hello, Bud Files. Good to have you here. Yes, I heard him mention that the other day. And I heard him saying that generator that he just got is going to come in handy if the power goes out. Because he said at $7 a chick, if he loses all the eggs he has in the incubators, that it would be quite a loss for him. So I did see that. The pigs weren't mine. The pigs belonged to my landlord in New York. And I saw on Facebook that he was asking if anyone wanted to buy them. So I guess he's going to process all the pigs that he had. He said he wants to start over fresh. Yeah, the pigs and the geese are his, so I always put them in my video because they were right out there where I was. But they were They were actually his. I'm not sure, Haig, if you're asking if I'm going to be selling mine for $7 a chick, or if you're commenting on just chicks. Actually, I have thought about getting some from Jeff, but one thing is I'd like to have different breeds than he's got. But I may get some from him. I love Arkansas. I wish I'd moved here years ago. I'm really enjoying it. Hello, River Rat 3030. Good to have you here. Hello, Let's Trade Paint. Good to have you here. You're just one state west of me. That's another thing I like about this area. Is there's so many YouTube channels right in this immediate area. So whenever there's a meetup, everyone's relatively close. Oh yeah, you want to be careful of a fox. They'll get them. Yeah, I've heard that there's some crystals around here somewhere in the state. Not familiar with the areas that they're in. We've got coyotes around here. You can hear them every night. But Brett and Deborah have livestock guardian dogs. And as soon as you hear those coyotes, those dogs are gone. 30 seconds later, you don't hear the coyotes anymore. And the guy's got the cows across the road. There's donkeys over there. I hear a donkey over there right now. Hello, AMC Kingdom. Good to have you here. Yeah, once I get my own place, then get established, I'm going to get a couple livestock guardian dogs too. Could be Sasquatch. You never know. Hello, Nancy. Good to have you here. Yeah, last Sunday, I was given the website for the tax auction that the state of Arkansas has every year. Well, it's in different locations around the state based on the region. And I've been looking through the properties on there. And I found a couple there that I might be interested in. I just don't have the money right now. And the auction is a month from today, July 11th. So I'm hoping maybe I can find someone that would be willing to go to the auction and buy a property if the price is right. And then when I get the money after I get my disability, then I could buy it from them. I'm not sure if that'll work out or not, but that's what I'm hoping. Yep, AMC, it sure is. Yeah, every time we go out somewhere, I'm videoing the mountains. The mountains are beautiful. Well, I can sit right here and look over at the mountains. And behind me, there's more mountains. I'm actually, speaking of a lawyer, Dogman just gave me the name of the lawyer that he used on Friday. And I'm going to call that lawyer on Monday or tomorrow. And see what he needs from me and stuff and get started on that. That's going to be in a video. That's special. I'm going to video coming out tomorrow. Yeah, Brett wants me to give away tomorrow's video. I'm going to have to make everyone wait until tomorrow and see what that video is. Hello, Jerry, Butler Family Farm. Good to have you here. I'm doing good. Also, Deborah went to the post office yesterday and came home with some mail for me. And in that mail was my birth certificate. That was mailed out the day after Memorial Day, the information they needed. And then last Monday was the postmark on it. So they must have processed that the day they got it and mailed it right back out the next day. Yeah, I've heard of flipping. Not exactly sure where it is. I have to look that up. But I've heard of that. I love it here, Jerry. It's a really nice state. I like the weather. I know this winter I'm really going to like the weather. And I like the cost of living is a lot less here than it is in New York. Oh, okay, AMC. I love this weather right now. Last few days, the humidity's gone up a little bit, but it's not bothering me at least a little bit. It's a little bit uncomfortably warm, but not bad at all. And I know up until the last few days, when we got up around 90, that was like 80 or 85 is in New York. And we got rain here Friday night and yesterday. And then today, I don't know what it did here. We went into Waldron this afternoon, and I don't even think it was enough. So Brett had to turn the windshield wipers on. But it did rain a little bit for not even 5 minutes. Very light rain. It cooled it off for a few minutes. I just checked, probably about half hour ago, just before I started my live. And I figure we should have had our high temperature by now. And it was only 88 today. Yep, that's just what I was reading about half hour ago. So I think 88 is going to be our high for today. Hello, Sandra. Good to have you here. There you are.
How you doing?
Good
Good.
to have you up here.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, Mark. Yep, I'm doing good, Mark. Yeah, if you're busy, just go ahead and do what you need to do. Thanks for listening.
I tried to get on my laptop, but it wasn't working, so I went back to my phone.
Yeah, I saw your name came up and it said device not connected.
Yeah.
AMC, the closest town of any size that has any stores in it or anything is Waldron. Hello, Bobby. Good to have you here. Well, actually, Sandra, I've got to get the saddles back on 3 of them. They took them off and haven't gone back on yet. Alice is the only one that's got her saddle on right now. But I'm going to get them back on and I'll video them just for you. Hello, AR Gun 1776. Good to have you here. Let me scroll up, see if I'm missing anyone here. Okay, I think I got everyone. I'm sorry if I did miss anyone. So I did just comment again. So what you been up to?
Well, not a lot. We're just still doing some prepping where we're staying right now, and I'm hoping that we'll be moving sooner than I expected. So maybe by the end of this year, beginning of next. Just depends.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. I was planning on moving this fall, and then ended up had to move ASAP.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of an emergency deal.
Yep.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, because most of the towns in New York, you can't live in a camper. And the town that I was living in is one of those towns where it's illegal to live in a camper. Well, the neighbor decided to take pictures. Took pictures of me going in the camper, my washer and dryer, my generator. He had pictures of my whole setup and went to the code enforcement officer.
Yeah, he purposely went out of his way to bust you, huh? To be a
Yep.
troll to you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too bad we have vindictive people like that. Common sense tells me it was similar to my case, Deb's in my case too, where you did nothing wrong to anybody else, right? They just went after you.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We know
Yeah,
all about it.
he owns the neighboring property, and what it turns out to be, he's trying to say that he owns half of my old landlord's property. And he was saying my camper was on his property. But a week before that, he was telling me where the line was and everything. And then all of a sudden, oh no, I own all this property here. So
Yeah.
So he wanted to get me out of there, and so now they're gonna have to end up fighting it out in court. And the property was even surveyed 5 years ago.
I'm not going to get too personal with you, but the only question I have is it worth it for you to try and go to court with somebody like this?
Not me. I don't have to go to court.
Oh,
But
okay.
my
I only
landlord I had in New York, he's going to have to go to court with the neighbor.
I only asked that because when we left, I suppose, but we didn't have the money and the good enough attorneys anyway, and there's nepotism going on over there where we used to be. So, according to Constitution, the Constitution itself, both national and state, I mean, we really were in the right, but frankly, I don't want to live by neighbors that are like that. It's just not a good thing. I'd rather be far away from them. So
exactly. Okay, AMC.
Well,
I know approximately where that is now. Then.
Yeah, I think something better will work out for you, like it's doing for us. I think.
Yeah. I ended up getting where I wanted to go a few months sooner. And because it was an emergency situation, I had a subscriber offer to move me down here. And from the day that all this started, 8 days later, I was out of there. So it was very sudden.
Yep. Well, it's good it happened for you. It's good that it happened as fast as it did. We took a little longer, and it was nothing but a heavy spiritual animosity, I think. So I was losing control of myself in the end. So it's just best that we left. Took a few months.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is there's some stuff I had to leave behind that I really wish I had right now. I would love to have my bicycle trailer.
Yeah, we left some things behind too.
And I had some chairs. I had 3 chairs that they could be used indoors or outdoors. They were nice chairs. I had 3 of them positioned around the yard in different places. So I always had somewhere to sit when I was outside. I wish I had those.
Did you own that property, or did you
No.
rent there too? Oh, you rented there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I own the camper that I was living in,
Okay.
which I ended
Did you
up
bring?
leaving behind because I would have had to get some tires for it because they were completely shot.
Yeah.
They were rotted right out. The tail lights had been taken out of it, and I would have had to replace tail lights, all the clearance lights. And then I don't know about wheel hubs and stuff. So it would have taken some work and money in order to move that camper. So I left it behind. From a landlord, he could do whatever he wanted to do with it. Because I owed him quite a little money anyways. Because since I was out of work, I got behind on my rent and he let me slide on that. So I told him if he could make a few bucks on it, go for it.
Yep.
Hello, Dirty Mag Yacker. It's good to have you here. Hello, Jan Hayerts. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Maybe I should have just called you Jan. Welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, tomorrow I'm calling an attorney to see what information I need to get going on the disability down here. And I've got the names of all my doctors and physical therapists and the dates I have my MRI and all that stuff in New York. So I can turn all that over to them. And then I've been told that things should go much more smooth here than they were in New York. Because the attorney's not as busy and losing stuff. And also the courts aren't as tied up as they are in New York. So hopefully that does go smoothly and quickly. Yep, I've heard that quite a few times, AMC. And so far, I've found that to be true. It gets pretty trying sometimes. But now that I have my birth certificate, now I can work on getting my license. So I have an Arkansas ID. And then I can get going on food stamps and Medicaid and stuff like that. And then eventually get a vehicle. I really wish I had a bicycle and trailer right now. Then I could go to the post office and pick up any packages that I have and take the trash to the dumpster. Yeah, that's what everyone seems to say
Well,
is
right
easier.
now, right now we're taking our trash out once a week. What we did on our old homestead is we burned a lot of it. It seemed to be more efficient. And the stuff that you really don't or can't burn, we had a free place to go to dump it off. But I think when we move again, start our new homestead, it's going to be pretty much most of it burning. Seems to work out that way.
Yep. Yeah, here they have dumpsters at various locations. Closest one's just over a mile down the road. So it's very convenient to get rid of it. Oh, the weather hasn't been bad at all, Sandra. The humidity seems to be going up a little bit now. But up until a few days ago, it wasn't bad at all. It was getting up 90, in the low 90s a couple days. And that was feeling like 80 or 85 does in New York. Now today, the humidity was up a little bit. Today I could feel it. Of course, it rained yesterday, Friday night and yesterday, so that always adds humidity to the air. But I don't think it's going to be a serious problem. Yeah, when I get on my own property, I'll be able to do that AMC. And that will eliminate a lot of the trash. And we got up to 88 today. Um, it rained yesterday. So yesterday it must have been a little cooler. I think it was Friday. We hit 93. 93's been the highest this year. Had one other day with 92. I was in north central New York, Bobby. If you're familiar with Syracuse is, that's pretty much dead center in the state. I was about 30 miles north of Syracuse. Okay, let's trade paint. Have a good night. Yeah, I was right off the east end of Lake Ontario. So we got all the lake effect snow during the winter. And that's one thing I'm not going to miss.
Yeah, I don't miss that at all. I was born and raised in Minnesota. I grew up going through blizzards.
Yeah, we averaged around 200, 250 inches of snow a year. So it's going to be nice here when a big storm is 2 or 3 inches.
Yeah, New York gets it pretty bad too, I know.
Yeah. Um, I would say I probably was maybe 3 hours from Binghamton. Yep, and Western New York gets it off Lake Erie, so there's different areas of the state that really get it. Hello, Gary. Good to have you here. That's not good. Got my sleeve caught on the handle of my rollator. The last winter, we actually had an easy winter. But we did have one storm before Thanksgiving. We got about 3 feet of snow. That was rough. Oh no, it's not AMC, that's for sure. Hello, Drew. Good to have you here. Yeah, I'll probably go out in the dead of winter in shorts here. Because even with being a warm winter up there last year, we still had days it was getting 20, 25 below. But one thing I can say, it did go above zero every day last winter. Well, that's good, Drew. Need some time away from work occasionally. Yeah, but Gary, you're a police officer, so you really don't work. I'm just kidding, Gary. Hello, Pafford Homestead. Charlie or Brandy or both. Good to have you here. It looks like we got some new people in here now, so I'll go over again. All the 9 eggs I had in the incubator, 4 of them ended up hatching, and one of them died. That one had to be assisted out of the egg. It wasn't doing good at all. And then one of the other ones had to be assisted out. That one's not walking quite right, but it can get around. And the other 2 are doing great. And since I ended up with so few, I'm just going to keep these chicks instead of trying to sell them. And Dogman gave me the name of his attorney on Friday. And I looked up the phone number and stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to call the attorney and start getting set up to get my disability claim going. See what he's going to require and stuff. And I've got all the names of all my doctors and physical therapists and the dates of my MRI and all that stuff to give to them. So we get going on that. Oh, those 13-hour days aren't fun, Drew. When I was working at the store that I was working at, when it got to the point that I couldn't work anymore, for probably 2 or 3 months straight, I was doing a 12-hour shift. And it actually ended up being a little more than 12 hours, but It was scheduled for 12 hours, but by the time I got all the clothes and stuff done and the other person got on the register, then I'd have to go empty the trash and stuff. That was more like 13 and a half hours. Every Sunday, I worked that for 2 or 3 months straight. I think about 3 months straight. And then 4 8-hour days after that. Checks were halfway decent, but it was a killer. Well, hello again, Gary, on your other channel. Hello, J&B. Good to have you here. Yeah, crime's going wild because Gary's there gardening. Do you always have someone else working with you, Drew? Because when I worked those 12-hour shifts, I was alone for the entire 12 hours. So if it got busier than heck, then oh well, just deal with it. And it sure did get busy a few times. Because I was working from 8 o'clock at night to 8 o'clock in the morning. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, all the truckers would be coming in to get their coffee and breakfast sandwiches and stuff and getting ready to head out. And then just about the time all the truckers were on the road, then the locals were stopping in on their way to work to grab their coffee and breakfast sandwiches and stuff. And there'd be times I might have a dozen people in line. And I was on the register alone. That was rough. Yet the two that hacked out on their own, those are the two that are doing great. So and I have read that if they can't get out on their own, that there's a good chance they've got some kind of injury or they're weak or something's not formed right. Oh, that would confuse people, Gary. You should do it. Oh, I hate that when you only get paid for half the time you're working on something. Well, Well, that's good, Drew. Yeah, 'cause we had two very busy times at the store. It would be from about 4 to 7 in the morning, and then about 4 to 6 in the afternoon. And normally 4 to 6 in the afternoon, there'd be two people, but 4 to 7 in the morning, that would be just one person. And it made it rough. And then all day, things would calm down a little bit. There'd be two people on all day. I never could figure out why they did it that way, but yep. Yeah, I had to get the eggshell off those two. They had the egg broke right open. You could see them in there and stuff, but they just didn't get it pushed apart so they could come out. Yes, J&B, it sure does help. So everyone, please hit the thumbs up.
Well, hey, there, King. I think I'm going to head out, but it was good talking to you again, and that. So,
okay. Well, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks for letting me up. And Deb's gonna make something up to eat, so I better be appreciative and get ready to eat it. So she is a great cook, though, I will say that.
Yeah, I just had a slice of ham, and then I cut up some potatoes, put them on the grill, and then put a little butter on them, some sour cream, and some cheese. They were good.
We would eat everything of that except for the ham. We don't eat the ham because we're Jewish. There's my wife. So anyway, say hi.
I did.
That's old man King Homestead there. So
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. You take care, and everybody else, give a thumbs up. We gave you two of them, one on my laptop and the other on the phone here. So looks like you have 32 thumbs so far, I think. 20 are watching. You got a pretty good crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, I better, before I go, say hi to Belt Loop 29, G&B. Oh, yeah, Tiny Farm Nuggets. I know them. So you all stay safe, and we'll talk to you whenever.
Okay, you have a good night.
All right.
Yeah, Bobby, those 12-hour days can be a killer. You're right, paychecks are good, but you know, Belt Loop 29 cute critters, I gotta agree with you. That Belt Loop 29 garden, there is something wrong with him. That's for sure. Oh no, my cat jumped on me. I gotta go back up to see what it jumped over. Quite a bit. Yes, Sandra, I definitely will. I know I'll see her later on this evening. I'll let her know. Hello, Paula. Good to have you here. Okay, thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. Time them out if you have to. Well, hello, Belt Loop 29 can cook. I don't think anyone knows how many belt loops there is. I don't even think Gary knows himself how many different channels he's got. Yeah, I can't believe you did that, Gary. I'm glad you timed them out. Good job. I don't know. Brett might go that far for food. What is this with everyone timing themselves out? You guys are crazy. Yes, Paula. 4 of the 9 eggs hatched. 2 of them had to be assisted out. One of them died, and the other one is having issues with its legs, but it's able to get around. I didn't notice it going over getting any water or any food today. It was under the hot plate all day, so I took it, put it over by the waterer, and it drank a little bit of water, and then a few minutes later, it had gone back under the heat plate again. And they're on opposite ends of the brooder, so it is able to move around. So I'm hoping, and the legs do seem to be better than they were last night. So I'm hoping that will straighten out. And the other 2, they're doing great. Oh, Belt Loop 29, you're in trouble now. You got the attention of YouTube police. You're in big trouble. I love heat plates. Why is my battery saver on? Charger's getting loose in my laptop. And it let itself come out just enough so it wasn't charging anymore and almost ran my battery dead. And that would not have been good. But once this laptop shuts down, it takes forever to get it back. Yeah, I do too, Paula. It'd be nice to at least have 3 out of the bunch. Oh boy. Gary's arguing with himself. We're in trouble. Hello, Mark. Good to have you here. Steak sounds pretty good right about now. Well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. That should give me about 25 likes right there. Would anyone have any questions for me? We've got about 25 minutes left here. If anyone's got any questions they want answered or any topics you want me to talk about. Not a chance. Because if I try to sing, we're going to have 18 very upset people. Sure, Brett. I'll do that. Will the holes reek? No, I won't be raising any meat chickens. Not that I'm against it or anything, but I don't raise anything for butchering. Well, hey, I guess that was supposed to wait until tomorrow, but yes, it's installed. But everyone still has to watch the video. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a garden this year, Sandra, because I really don't have anything to do a garden in, because I definitely need raised beds. And I got a couple 5-gallon buckets, but I'm using them for other stuff. Carry water to the chickens and stuff, so I really don't have anything I can use for raised beds. Plus, I would have to get the soil also. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this year. Yeah, I'll clamp the poop if the holes are reek. Mark, is that an open invitation to all of us? You got 17 people in chat. You might have 17 people showing up at your house for steak. Yes, that's something I got to be careful of too, Penny. Yeah, I know there's only certain things I would be able to do if I did do it. I'm probably better off waiting until I get my own property than whatever I get set up can stay there for the following years. Barn swallows don't care where they nest. They find a favorite spot, and there you go. Brett, you're just subbing to Mark now? I've been subbed to him for months. He's a great guy. Yeah, Bobby, come visit. Brett, I'm surprised that you're still subbed to me. I thought you would have dropped me a long time ago. They sure do, Mark. They've unsubscribed probably, it's got to be over 700 people for me by now. I know it was 600 and something last I looked, and that was a while ago. Well, he has, Brett. So I think that's where I got to know Mark, was from either Gary's or Eddie's channel, one or the other. I can't remember which. Yeah, they have unsubscribed almost as many as active subscribers I have now. Get that right, Bobby. We're all crazy. Yeah, just before I hit 1,000 and it stuck, I had 1,023 one day. So I'm thinking, well, heck, they can take 20 away from me. I'll still be over 1,000. They took 39 away that night. So then it was another week before I finally got above 1,000 and stayed above 1,000. If anyone wants to type King, Nightbot will drop your link. And also, I want to mention, I should have mentioned this when we had over 20 people in here, that if anyone buys from Amazon, click the link in my description. It's not in the description of the live, but it's in my videos. Click that link and go to Amazon that way. And then anything you buy, I'll get a commission from it. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit, and that really helps. Sure, Brett, bring them out. But you can't tell me where you want them hung or how you want them hung. I have to do that myself. If you don't like the way I do it, oh well. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'll hang them up. Yes, Sandra. I really did enjoy the meetup. I just wish I could have got some of your good cooking and baking. The only food I got from there was potato chips and I don't know, the potato chips and a couple other things that your grandson brought over to me. Oh, darn it, Brett, you take the fun out of everything. Well, it's not bad, Mark. Yeah, I have thought about doing that, Mark. I should do that. I gotta do something to get more subs. I'm happy now that I'm monetized, but I'm just hanging right there, just over 1,000. For the last week or so, I guess been fluctuating between 1,005 and 1,009. I think one day I did hit 1,010. But it seems like every day it's just up and down somewhere within those 4 or 5 numbers. Yeah, actually, my best short was on my chickens. 5,900 views, and I think I got 14 subscribers from it. But I kind of got away from the shorts because the last 4 or 5 I did terrible. I was only getting like 30, 40, 50 views on them. I think I might have did 1 or 2 that got over 100. But my regular videos are getting 2, 3, 400 views. So that's why I was concentrating more on the regular videos. Hello, Des. Good to have you here. You know, weekend hasn't been bad. Yesterday was kind of stormy, but then it cleared up, and today's beautiful. No, funny you mentioned that, Sandra, because I was just thinking about that. Okay, Mark, thanks for being here. Yeah, if any of you weren't here in the beginning, I was saying that I've been getting behind on everything with YouTube. Haven't been getting many videos out, haven't been watching a lot of lives, but I'm going to try to get back to where I was this week. I got several videos I've got to get out. So hopefully I can get one out every day this week, or at least almost every day. Hello, Beverly. Good to have you here. Yeah, I want to get back on schedule, get my videos out every day, and I start catching up on videos and lives and stuff. It's just, I don't know, just the way things have been going. Maybe I needed a little vacation, but I'm gonna get back to it. No, Mike didn't put me in the hospital. That was good. Yes, that's one thing, Dad. There was some adjusting to do and stuff, but we should be getting back to normal. Go for it. I'm going to be ending shortly anyway, so go ahead. Brett's threatening to play copyrighted music. I told him, go for it. My time's almost up anyways. Could someone check for me and see what's going on with Willoway Rank tonight? And let me know if she's going to be going live in 3 minutes, or if she's got a community post saying that she's not going to go live. Thank you, Sandra. And thank you for being here. Another thing I wanted to mention, which I should have mentioned when we had over 20 people in here, is I've got memberships available now also. Starting at 99 cents a month, going up to $9.99 a month. And if you click on the join button, you'll see what the perks are on each level. 4 different levels to choose from. So if anyone would like to check that out. And then if anyone's buying anything from Amazon, if you could click on the link that I have in the description of my videos and go to Amazon through that, then I can get a small commission from whatever you buy. I'm just trying different ways to make a little money. Yep, I understand that, Bobby. Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying there. I'm hoping it doesn't take me too long to get my disability. Because I sure need that. I had a few donations in my PayPal in the last week. And I had to buy chicken feed. A few other little things I had to get. And I'm going to have to get pine shavings within the next week or two. Probably within the next week. That's getting down pretty good. Hello, dog man. Good to have you here. No tree in my hair. That's an optical illusion. See? Tree's not in my hair. Well, it's 7:01 now. Oh, Wendy should have started her live by now. So if anyone wants to go to nice, Mike. So if anyone wants to go over to Willoway ranks. I'm sure Wendy would appreciate that. Want to thank everyone for being here. And again, I'm going to try to get back on track this week. Meantime, if anyone's got any questions for me, you can go ahead and email me. I've had several subscribers that have emailed me. And usually I answer email the same day or the next day. Sometimes I get busy and it's a few days before I check my email, but I try to check that at least once a day. So thanks again, everyone. I appreciate it. And everyone have a good night.